So welcome guys to Nepal. Gonna be Sanctum, our starting point here. Gonna be the indoor arena. Gonna be a very dangerous pit awaiting us between these two teams. So guys, let's look a little background between these two teams. Team Falling Star of Thailand, Raishin XI, Fairytune, KSG14, Treetop 87, Minva, and Harmony X. So these guys, I've known them all throughout from the Thai scene, thanks to the Scrib League, something I've been working on alongside MMK. And it's always good to see them actually show off the Scrim League prowess here in the open division. On the other hand, Team Wolves gonna be from the PH, lovely members of both the Overwatch PH community and a bunch of their fouls. So it's gonna be Lone, Arctaniel, Cyber Buddy, Hilly Dial, and Sacred into this one. An interesting lineup here for the side of Team Wolves, and this is gonna be a map that does suit for them because they have the Roadhog specialist, they have a Junkrat specialist, and they have an Ash ready to go. Interesting though that they are not gonna go for the Mercy Pocket play, or will Sacred swap things over? No, staying on the Lucio instead. On the other hand, here for the side of the team of Falling Star, they are trying to get in position. Gonna be an indoor fight. A little dangerous though for Falling Star as they are playing the dive against an Orisa Roadlog. An interesting fighting ground here for both squadrons, and this Team Wolves getting control of this. Gonna get a tag onto two. Here's the speed boost now, courtesy of Sacred, and Killy gonna get the bio grenade along the way. Now we do see the coach gun connecting onto Minva, but the Tracer gonna get the one clip along the way. Gonna be a good shot, gets the crouch, the Ash unable to respond. But still, at the end of it, Team Wolves gonna be able to pick up the initial capture of this one. Gonna be a brawl between Killy one more time versus Minva, and it's the Honor gonna back on out to the point instead. So for now, we do see the standard strategy here between Dial and Lone. Interesting note though that they are on the side that is away from the pit. Sleep Dart though connecting onto Treetop as he's jungling along. Gonna get felled onto two so far. Minva gonna die as well. Arctaniel just popping off with that Junkrat 2 boot. But Killy right now in a really bad spot. The Winston getting the chase, but that's all she wrote here for Falling Star, because this is still gonna be Team Wolves in full control. So Wolves right now showing that they have this pack mentality and they are completely on the prowl so far. Has been stellar so far, but I still question this a little bit between Dial and Lone. I would have been a little more interested to see them play the halt hook combination on the offside, but it does make sense. They can just halt here by the Crevice and allow Lone to just go for the brooch instead. Now Falling Star switching things over, gonna go for the Zen Ghost this time. Grenade connecting onto two. The Lucian, the Brigitte is struggling, but Harmony gets a boop onto the Roadhog. Looks like the Roadhog gonna get a taste of his own medicine. Arctaniel though, Riptar coming on by Raishin XI, gonna get the micro missiles to connect instead. Falling Star still falling on, able to land onto the point, and looks like they're gonna be sparkling on the ground right now. Gonna be a little pressure onto Killy as Dial whips out the supercharger to get them damage done. Cyber Bully right now getting a headshot, gonna get some shots onto the Zarya. Here comes Bob as well, and looks like the DPS line of Team Wolves able to just deliver and gonna be able to get the capture. Interesting right now, a Soundfire is available here for for Sacred of Team Wolves, and they are gonna go for the push. This might be a little dangerous though for Arctaniel all the way in the center. I feel like it'll be a lot better if they just funneled through the doorway, and that is exactly what they're gonna do. Whereas Dial in all of this, so the Orisa not really being proactive, instead it's Sacred boosting everyone out, and I feel like if the Red Squad committed that into more, Team Wolves could have stopped the approach from Falling Star. But now there's the Bio Grenade connecting onto the Brigitte one more time, struggling in this fight. Here comes the charge right now. Treetop gonna get halted up, and Dial just forcing that one back. Arctaniel though, Riptar coming on now, doesn't get much. Again, Raishin shooting that one down, and Minva with a takedown onto the Junkrat 2 boot. But KSG in a really bad spot, gonna get burnt up. Dial Lone and Cyber Buddy with 3, Hulog in hand. Gonna flip on over by Falling Star, but these fights are just so quick. Team Wolves able to just decimate their opponents, and now gonna go for Raishin XI. Can the Diva get the Self-Destruct in time? No, he can't. Gonna get D-Mech. Oh yes, he can at the last break, but Cyber Bully gonna get that takedown for the Red Squad of Team Wolves. Gonna be able to get the flip on back. So now the Red Squad of Team Wolves gonna switch things over. Arctaniel gonna be on that far off. Cyber Buddy still staying on the Ash. Lone though gonna booped up by while he went for the Hulog, but there's the stun. A little too late to get to the point, however. So you guys in the chat, feel free to tell me who you support. If you're here for Falling Star or if you're here for Team Wolves, gonna be pretty hyped to see you guys support your favorite PH or Thai team. And this one really community based on Falling Star good stalwart of the Thai scene with the Scrim League. On the other hand, Team Wolves, community members of Overwatch PH and beyond. Yeah, swapping things over. Gonna be Lone now playing the Reinhardt, and that's interesting to see. Lone gonna be picking up the main tank mantle one more time. Arcdano on the Diva. So it is gonna be a 3-1-2 composition here for the side of Team Wolves. A little bit of an awkward spot, but we'll see if Sigurd and Killy can keep the sustain going. On the other hand, here for the side of Falling Star, straight for the point. Let's gonna go for that Zen Goats, and looks like meta is gonna be better. Arcdaniel and Lone now gonna drop one down. Here comes Dial, here comes Killy as well. Tossing out a few explodables. Dynamite, Fire Grenade just coming on out. And there's gonna be an interesting brawl in the hall. It's like a food hall here. A complete food fight right now. Treetop though, really low. Here comes Lone right now, swinging away at the fences. But he's gonna get punished for his play. Cyber Buddy though, gonna get 2 with the Dynamite. Wolves now completely ignoring the point. Okay guys, gotta step on the point before you can get these frags. And finally, there you get the capture. But will that extra progress that is wasted gonna bite them in the butt later? That's gonna be the real question here into this incoming fight. But Team Wolves does have the advantage. They have a lot of ult charge in their favor. Arcdano back into the mech as well, and it's close to that self-destruct. Gonna have 4, gonna have 5, maybe even all 6 ultimates before this next fight. Wolves right now charging up Bob, and Cyber Buddy getting the tags that he needs. On the other hand, KSG Soundbar is in hand, gonna go for the Ab speed. Here goes Bob, and Soundbar in response for the Ashe ultimate. Interesting disposition here. Treetop though, gonna get a charge. There's the shatter right now, courtesy of Lone, and he's hammering away. One shakedown between these two squads so far. Dial with a kill on the Fairy's Hoop. Treetop right now popping the shatter, and this is Falling Star getting the momentum in their favor. Pin connecting onto the Ilios, so Sacred gonna lose the shield and gonna lose his life. Far Strike now connecting onto Arcdaniel, and this is the Diva getting staggered along the way. So a baby Diva here for Arcdaniel, and it's interesting to note that he is deciding to play on instead of dropping down to the cliff. This might be a mistake, as again, they're wasting precious seconds in the progress of the point. So for now, Team Wolves making a few of these small micro mistakes, and even though they seem insignificant right now, it might be to the detriment later on. But if they just go steamroll this like a freight train, this might work out in their favor, or who really cares in the first place. Sigurd low, really low, and back to the point right now. Gonna be Falling Star going to the left-hand side. Good pressure play, courtesy of Bob, and there's a Graviton Surge with the speed booster. Sentinel coming on now. Will the bomb connect onto one? Yes, it does. KSG caught on out. Self-destruct courtesy of the side of Falling Star, and this is gonna be them turning things around. Raishin XI with the Graviton Surge as well. Falling Star getting the point back as soon as they lose it. Raishin right now showing up today, and this has been a stellar performance from the Zarya so far. So the shatter now available here for Treetop. On the other hand, Killy, Nano Boost is in hand. So Team Wolves gonna have at least one ultimate each. Arcdaniel still playing the baby Diva again. So it really goes to show he doesn't want to die, wants to play the pistol. Dial switching on over to the Brigitte, and we are gonna see our standard 3-3. But Cyber Buddy is the one who swaps on last. So this might be a while before the Graviton Surge comes on out. Can Cyber make a difference in this fight, as it's gonna be a brawl in the hall one more time? Seeing this camera view, it's like a box. It's just like watching the telly. There's the shadow right now from Treetop, blocked, almost completely blocked rather, but Cyber Buddy is gonna get stunned up. Harmony X gonna get 2 so far. The Brigitte just keeping the rally going. Falling Star right now falling onto the Ana. Killy in a bad spot, and he knows he has to drop all the way across the mountaintop. Treetop right now getting the D-Mech as well as a takedown onto Sacred and a Cyber Buddy, and again Arcdaniel just hopping around with the baby Diva. This needs to be a little more disciplined here for Team Wolves, because they need the mech, and they need the mech quicker than this. 90% right now. Lone is gonna be the star of the show with the shatter potentially. Here comes a charge on in from Team Wolves. Will it actually make it to the end? There's the shatter connecting. That's a big one. Gonna go on to 5 Wolves right now. So we're gonna go for the pounce and looking at their prey like a feast. Lone with the takedown onto 1. Make that 2. This is gonna be the Reinhardt showing up. And that is unfortunate. The Treetop was unable to get the barrier in time. But overtime ticking away. Oh, Wolves, is this gonna be a C9? No, they don't. They just scurry away. A little bit of panic. It just goes a long way. So this is going to be Wolves right now getting control on back, and if they do take a win here on Village, that's going to be the map right there taken by the PA Squadron. Sacred going to be playing the Uber, going to go on back to Dial. On the other hand, Killy Nano Boost in hand, and this is a little, what do you call this? Ambitious here for Killy. Going to be able to bet the Fire Grenade potentially. It all depends on how Falling Star is going to go for it. Will this be the bait? That is going to be sealed. Fire Grenade is in hand, only gets 1 unfortunately, and the Graviton Surge now from Raishin XI looking for the setup. Minba though, self-destruct gets absolutely nothing. Shatter available for Treetop, and it's gonna go for a slam onto 2, grab the surge though, courtesy of Cyber Buddy, and here comes the big bomb potentially for Wolves. Arcadial gonna get rid of the Lucio one more time, but Treetop and Raishin, another set of kills. Harmony X gonna get the rally on out, and Falling Star now just gonna be absolutely hot in this one. The plasma cutting through like butter, and here comes the Thai squad just swinging away at the fences. Overtime taking away Lone with his hero play, unfortunately gonna turn into a 0, because that's gonna be 1 point here for Falling Star. Great round overall between these two squads, and it does go to show the competition here on round 8. We'll see. I wonder if these two squads are in contention of playoffs. I feel like everyone is still in contention if they are at the 3-loss mark. That's a, what do you call this? It's a benchmark that we've been using for the past open division. So we'll see if it is going to be enough for either squad. On the other hand, of course, guys, if you do want to check out another game being broadcast for the Open Division that is casted, the Overwatch THTW has, I don't actually know what game they're doing right now, but, you know, they have something. They have something. So for now, Wolves going to be playing a standard 2-2-2, going to be going for a Pharah Mercy with a Lucio. A Lucio Mercy pairing, not really the most common one nowadays, but it's still pretty old school and still works out in their favor. But on the other hand, we will see a Zen goes one more time from Team Falling Star. Gonna go for the pin. Treetop not really gonna get much, but it has been Harmony X all day, every day. The Brigitte getting these takedowns here for the side of Falling Star. Arcane on the right-hand side just hovering around, but he's just like a small little butterfly caught in the net. Arcdaniel in the bad spot being chased after, but Falling Star deciding to disengage and go for the point instead. Treetop a little late to the party. The Reinhardt in a little bit of a tough pickle, but able to stay alive after all of that one. But now Treetop still staying on, looking to get in position. Arcdaniel tossing out a few shots from above. Here comes the Dynamite now taking away, but gonna be a brawl by the Shrine right now, and this is still Falling Star taking control. Lone with a charge, a little too ambitious, way too far off, gonna get taken out. Sacred hopping around. Arcdaniel with a tag onto 1. Rockbraj in hand here for Arcdaniel. He has to back on out. Team Wolves looking to make this happen, but there's the pressure coming on out from Minva. Grabbing the surge, gonna come up for Dial right soon, but the Zarya has a lot of energy to boot, can be playing the DPS so far. Here comes Team Wolves with the push on in, and the Rocket Barrage still in hand. Lone though gonna get stunned up by Harmony X. Here comes the Brigitte charge, gonna get cancelled up with his dead. Treetop gonna get that takedown. Now the Zarya of Dial gonna get Nana boosted up, but still Minva gonna get the tag. Really good focus fire here from Falling Star, and they are just getting rid of Team Wolves one by one. So basically, what Falling Star is doing is they are punching up a unit. And you know Wolves, right? They are very good at focusing on one target when they're all alone. But when they're all packed up like this, it's gonna be more or less an even trade. Or sometimes Wolves just struggle in the first place. Now Arcdaniel playing the lone wolf. Very, very dangerous right now. He's just getting tagged a lot. But really good sightlines there from Killy, keeping him alive. Shock now coming on out courtesy of the Diva of Minva. Very tuned though with a takedown onto 1. Soundbarrier now coming on out from KSG. And Treetop with a shatter onto Lone as well. One more time. Falling Star wins out the main tank fight. Very tuned with the focus fire onto Cyber Buddy's Ash as well. And Team Falling Star looking to drop on down. Arcdaniel still in the sky. Rocket Barrage in hand, looking to go for a flank. But the blue squad of Falling Star trying to keep the pressure on. Garden Surge now coming out from Raishin. On the other hand, Dial with the same result. But can the red team get back to the point? Here comes Team Wolves. Sacred getting the wall right. Gets pooped up. Will it actually be enough? No, overtime gonna be ticking away. Stun now connecting. Lucio gonna fall. Next on the list gonna be Dial on that Zarya. He might be dialing 911 in this one as Minva gets the micro missiles onto Cyber Buddy. Instead, the Zarya now knows this fight is more or less over. The red team though still keeping on. Gonna be a wrecking ball here from Lone. Arcdaniel out on top, using the pillar as cover, but the Discord are doing its magic. Lone right now rotating around and around. No, never mind, gonna get pinned by Treetop, and that should be the game. Falling Star taking it after the reverse sweep, taking the map 2-1.
Play of the game.
Play the game going over to the Ash of Cyber Buddy, and we shall see what's he been up to. Oh, really good tracking right here from Cyber Buddy. I believe he got some good value with the headshots as well.
Double, triple kill.
So Dorado, a cesspool I believe, of the Los Muertos, the lower. I just want to get a chimichanga and maybe a taco or two. Always a good place to be in Mexico. But this time, Team Wolves not looking for a siesta. They are looking to get a victory in this one. And they are going to be on the attack first. Maybe just figuring out a few of their mistakes along the way. Just really some small micro mistakes costing them their momentum. And when they falter, it looks like they falter pretty hard. It looks like they were a little tilted there on Shrine, or not really as coordinated as they were in the first two maps. On the other hand, Falling Star finally just getting the streaks that they've been looking for, and this has been a stellar performance so far, courtesy of Raishin XI with the Graviton Surge, with the Zarya, and just able to get the damage done. Harmony X really good on that Brigitte as well, and we shall see if Harmony X can now play the Junkrat to a T. Interesting, Falling Star gonna decide to go for the high ground defense with the Widowmaker and the Junkrat. Always a good rotation here on Dorado. You stay on the high ground and just move on over to the Archway later on. On the other hand, here for the side of Team Wolves, gonna be playing a standard 2-1-3. Gonna have a Brigitte here for Dial, Sacred Achilles, Zen, and Ana. So no real mobility. And Arctanel on Afara without a Mercy might be a little dangerous for this fight. So Team Wolves looking to come on in. Junkrat though of Harmony X just going for a few tosses here, there, and everywhere. Lone and Cyber Buddy right now still staying by the payload, and we will see the standard uphill push here on Dorado. But a lot of damage being done. Arctanel now with the flank. The far playing hero gets a repair pack courtesy of Dial. Very, very clutch there from the Brigitte. But now back into the fight. Here comes the blue squad now of Falling Star getting in position, but Arctanel with a tag onto Minva. Treetop though gonna get stunned up. Harmony X going for the grenades, but Arctanel one more flank makes that one happen. The Far now still piling on the pressure. Still gonna be Raishin XI with a lot of energy done. Fairy Tude gives him a quick little kiss goodnight, and this is Diana getting the tag onto her daughter. But for now, Falling Star still staying on, and we are gonna see the choke point that suits many compositions here on Dorado. Here comes the grenades one more time from Harmony X, and with the payload in the middle, this only gives you the right and the left side to really work with. There's the charge already, courtesy of Treetop. Another boost though from the side of Wolves, and this is gonna be Lone looking to go for the Rampage. Fire Strike connecting onto Harmony X, and Wolves just bursting through the barriers with the Nano Boost. Looks like it's gonna be a growl for help, gonna be a call to arms here for the side of Team Wolves, and they are making this one count. Now the payload close to the end. Will this actually make it out for the side of Team Wolves? Yes, they can. The red squad finishing that one up in 5 minutes now on the time bank. Londo hopping around, gonna trying to back on out, looking to get in position by the payload one more time. On the other hand, Minva on the high ground right now, and this has to be the Widowmaker getting the snipe onto the Pharah to make this defense hold steadfast. Because with the Pharah like that, uncontested, especially without a Mercy, gonna be, honestly, you guys making a mess out of yourselves in trying to run the Widowmaker instead. But yeah, Harmony X still on the low ground alongside the Reinhardt and the Zarya, and still Arctanel floating around. Shatter though connecting from Treetop onto 2. There's gonna be a takedowns. Here comes the Riptide courtesy of Harmony X as well, and it's gonna be the blow up onto Cyber Buddy. But the Buyer is into play. Can he actually stay alive? Looking to punish Treetop, but it's gonna be the Reinhardt backing on out into the Treetops instead. Now Fairy Tune and Raishin XI ready with 2 ultimates. They can go for the Nano Reinhardt with the Graviton Surge. On the other hand, it might be the grab into the barrage here for the side of Team Wolves, and we will see a corner choke here courtesy of Falling Star. So Treetop just staying out in front. This does give access here to the for the Thai squad to go to the med pack. Here comes the Rocket Barrage, but Minva easy pickings with the Widowmaker, and that's the biggest problem right now for the side of Team Wolves. When they go for the Rocket Barrage like that, if Minva is still alive and not being contested, it's an easy headshot, gonna get a takedown, and that is the turnaround play working in favor of Falling Star. So really, this should be a commitment here for Team Wolves to go for a Pharah Mercy instead of just this naked Pharah hopping around. Minva though with a takedown onto a few more, just getting the damage that needs to be done here, courtesy of Falling Star. The Infrasoid is prime, gonna have Reinhardt Shatter as well as the Junkrat Retire soon into this fight. A really good rotation here for Falling Star, going for a duo or a trio rotation depending on the situation. Arctaniel now flying around one more time, gonna get the repair pack. This will allow him to stay alive just a little bit more against the Widowmaker, and that is gonna be the pocket shot along the way. Harmony X though, whipping out the Reptar, gonna get takedown onto one, Minvi with a shot onto Arctaniel as well, and this is Falling Star still controlling this fight to a T. Londo backing on out, there's the barrier being busted, Sire Buddy flying around, Dial out in front with the break, there's the shot from Minva, but it gets stopped by the shield in its tracks. But for now, this is Falling Star's humble abode. They have been taking care of all the condominiums here on Dorado, on the high ground, on the low ground, even in this municipal building that they use in the first place. Arctaniel still hovering around, gonna be still on that Pharah. A projectile specialist here for Team Wolves might be a little better though if they go for something more standard of the hit scan variant instead. But still Arctaniel now flying around, gonna be onto the opposite side. Minva with a good flick, gets that takedown. Shadow connecting from Lone, but here comes Falling Star going for the fight still. Lone now gonna get a 2. On the other hand, Falling Star gonna get a 2 kill as well. Here comes the chance, and the Nano Boost now into play. And for Team Wolves, they're looking to force this one out. But the payload uncontested right now. Harmon next coming in from spawn. Minva looking for a shot or two, unable to get the flick in time. Raishin X-Side though with a takedown onto one, and here comes the Gravity Surge potentially for Falling Star, and they are gonna hold it back instead. So the Zarya right now at 100 NG, gonna get speed boosted in to just do the damage that needs to be done. The laser beam just cutting through everyone, slicing people into 2. There's the charge right now, courtesy of Lone, but he's in a bad spot, completely unwise, and that's gonna be him getting taken down. So for now, we will see a swap off. Wolves now finally going on that Genji, but again, they're just using too much time to make these decisions, and making these micro mistakes like some charges, like staying on in different positions. That's not really working out in their favor, but time will tell if they can finish up the map, because they do have the skill level in them. They have the mechanical skill to make it work. Falling Star now backing on out. We do see the Bear Trap now connecting onto Lone, Fire Grenade though onto 3, and here comes the speed boost. Raishin XI in position, potentially looking for the Graviton Surge, but he's not gonna go for it. Finally he does, it completely whiffed this time. Oh, Raishin, everyone saw that. Heartbreaking, because he was doing so well with the Zarya beam. He actually got the takedowns on his potential Graviton targets in the first place. On the other hand, Cyber Buddy now coming on in with his own Graviton and a good amount of energy to boot. Now Arctaniel up on top, looking for a shot or two onto Minva. I feel like this is a little unwise, because Minva now knows that the Genji is behind him. There's a Swiss Strike connecting, but it's gonna be a brawl in the top floor. Stun Barrier now courtesy of KSG after the Gravity Surge from Cyber Buddy. Stun connecting onto 2, Treetop making that shatter happen, but a Nano boosted Zarya looking to get the damage that needs to be done. Raishin XI chasing after Arctaniel, and I feel like that's a little unwise, because this is gonna allow Wolves to go for the frontline offensive instead. When you see a blade like that, and it's not really getting much value, only chasing after someone like a Lucio, you can just go for the front line instead and just decimate the payload push. Now Team Wolves gonna have one last chance to go for that second checkpoint. Raishin XI on the left hand side across Treetop 87, and it's gonna be the Reinhardt and the Zarya going for the contest. Here comes the Reinhardt right now. Dial gonna get that shield bash. Will the shatter connect? Yes it does, but Treetop gonna smash into them. Harmony X with the Reptar connecting onto Lone as well, and Dial now gonna be the only shield bearer in this one. Arctaniel though facing off against Min, but Treetop gonna get sleep darted courtesy of Killy, but it's not gonna be a kill going their way. Graviton Surge instead from Raishin XI. It's gonna be a big Fire Grenade onto 2. Arctaniel though with 1, overtime taking away, and Falling Star able to hold on before that second checkpoint.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
Team Wolves now gonna be on the defense, and
Initiating match.
just way too long on that Pharah. That was the biggest mistake they had. Either you commit on a Pharah Mercy, or you swap out the Pharah after just getting clocked like that with the Rocket Barrage. It's just way too risky to run it like that. And if you go for a Rocket Barrage, you might want to coordinate with Zarya as well to get the bubble on out, because that will protect you from a headshot or 2 before it bursts. But it is what it is. Team Wolves though with a valiant effort, and was able to just go through that second checkpoint through sheer force of will. On the other hand, looks like Falling Star finding the strategies that they need, but they are a little outclassed in a few situations in terms of kill potency. So this comes with the age-old debate. Who will actually win out in a matchup? Will it be tactics or will it be skill? We shall see right now what Falling Star has up in their bag of tricks. So this time Falling Star has learned the lesson for Team Wolves themselves. Harmony X hiding in the bush for some reason, but he's gonna have Treetop 87 looking to be up on top and gonna be potentially playing the Mercy. But I feel like this might be a little bit of a troll pick right now. But this Mercy is usually the Reinhardt, and I'm gonna be swapping on out instead. Speaking of the defense, however, it is gonna be a 2-1-3 this time, but Dial gonna swap on over to that Zarya, and Arctanel back on Zen duty. The thing about Arctanel, he's a really great projectile DPS, but at the same time, he's really good at projectiles in general, and one thing he's really good at is the Zenyatta. Cyber Buddy though showing everyone how it's done with the Widowmaker. Gets a snipe onto Minva, looking for another target. Here comes Harmony X piling on the pressure, but the Widowmaker able to stay alive. Now the med pack taken. Can Cyber Buddy get the tag here? Harmony X playing this one to a T. There's the speed boost, and Rising X side decides to go for the flank and the takedown. A complete sandwich of the Widowmaker. Just a little bit of a ill-advised retreat there, going down below instead of up on top to the other side. Now there's the stun onto the Reinhardt, and here comes the blue squad. I believe that was a sleep dart there, but Treetop now with a smash on the Sacred, and Falling Star just making this one gonna be a Titanfall of an effort, this one. But here comes the side of Falling Star. Another set of kills. Cyber Buddy on the high ground. Lone moving on over to the right hand side. Treetop hammering away. KSG looking to poop around. Here comes Harmony next. Smashing into the skybox. Smashing into the wall. But still, this has been Falling Star. Oh, payload, payload, payload. This has been Falling Star able to smash the defense strong. Now 5 minutes and 20 to get 1 point is a very, very good situation here for the Thai squad. So Wolves now looking to retreat and looking to regroup. Gonna have the Nano Boost available here for Killy. Cyber Buddy back into the fight. Arctanel and Lone close to the ultimates as well. On the other hand, Minva is looking for a target or two with the Infrasight. Can go on the high ground. Gonna be able to maybe pick someone off. Looking for a Zen. Spots out Cyber Buddy. Gonna be a great little trade, but it's Killy instead who gets the snipe. The Ana focusing alongside the Widowmaker. Good coordination there from Team Wolves. Now the corner though gonna be contested by the payload. Here comes Harmony X one more time. The Pharah coming on out, and it's gonna be a quick low clock from Cyber Buddy. He's really low, needs to get topped up by Arctanel. The Zenyatta now tossing out the Harmony Orb, and here comes Cyber Buddy one more time on the high ground. The Widowmaker though popping the Infrasight, and really good distance here for Falling Star. Oh, Minva looking to play this pretty cheekily, going on the high ground before the Infrasight ends, and that was very, very dangerous there for Team Falling Star. So in many situations, teams just usually wait out the Infrasight if you do have a lot of time in the back, so you don't get clocked in the brain, just like what Minva happened right now. Cyber Buddy with a headshot to connect. Now next on the list gonna be Harmony X, and speaking of Harmony, it's gonna be a Discord Orb connecting onto that Pharah to assist that takedown. Cyber Buddy though still looking to pile on the pressure. Treetop backing on out. Falling Star forced to go back to the fountain area, and they maybe will be making a wish for a better attack in the first place. Three ultimates now ready here for Falling Star. Minva with another shutdown onto Cyber Buddy. Interesting flank here from Minva using the corridor right now. Gonna go for the smoothest silk shot. Looking for a target. Diana though uncontested. And Dial gonna get the Gravitas Surge. There's a charge courtesy of Lone. And on the other hand, it's gonna be Rising XI with the Gravitas Surge for that retreat. Harmony X though bubbled up. And that is exactly what you need to do when you get the Rocket Barrage on out. Nano Boost with the barrier, allowing the Pharah to stay alive. Now here comes the frags here from Falling Star. And let's just check that one out again as they're bullying Arctanel. Look at this, a perfect setup here courtesy of the Zarya as well as Diana. The Rocket Barrage gonna get so much assistance in that fight. Now the payload close to the end. Will this actually be enough for Falling Star to take the win? Killy though gonna get a snipe now onto the Pharah, and here comes the brawl here out in front of the pyramid. Minva though gonna get one, and here comes Team Wolves gonna get close to the payload. Really good sidelines though for Minva, but Cyber Buddy at the brink, able to stay alive. Naga gets hopped up to allow him to play a little more aggressively. KSG on the other hand looking to go for the contest, but the Lucio instead gonna back on out, speed boosting his way, almost gonna die. Yes, he does. Cyber Buddy gets the headshot by the end. So still a shot there from Cyber Buddy, but it's just not enough so far here for the side of Team Wolves. Falling Star has had enough, gonna swap on over to a dive composition instead to try and deal with the high ground Widowmaker. Everybody though really low one more time. How many times is he in just that jeopardous of a spot? Winva unable to just finish up. Here comes the Winston now of Lone. Gonna get a tag and the bag. Here the Winston now looking for another target. Here comes the side of Falling Star. Raishin XI on the high ground. Dial though with a takedown onto one. And it has been really good flexibility here for the side of Team Wolves. Swapping over with the off tank and the support. Now, two ultimates already here for Team Wolves. On the other hand, on the side of Falling Star, gonna be able to just hop around in the first place. Gonna be on the low ground. Gonna decide to maybe go for the right-hand side to just go for the leap onto the Widowmaker. So we shall see what Treetop is gonna be up to. Here they come! Cyber Buddy in a spot of trouble. Has the grapple hook. And there you go. The Widowmaker is safe and sound. Gonna be forced to pop the bubble right now. In the meantime, Harmony X in a bad spot. Gonna get dropped. Cyber Buddy looking for another target. Spots out the Winston. He's really low. KSG keeping the heals going alongside Fairy. But the thing about Falling Star's composition right now is they don't really have too much burst healing. It's all about slow sustain with the Lucio and the Zenyatta, and that might not be enough against a Widowmaker. Falling Star forced to back on out and Dial with the takedown onto KSG. Fairy Tune run on over as well. Here comes Team Wolves with a push on in, and Cyber Buddy and Dial just cleaning up for their team. Transcendence as well as Self-Destruct and Soundbuyer are in hand here for Team Wolves. Archdaniel now looking for a target or two. A minute remaining here for the blue squad in their attack, and this is Falling Star running out of time. It looks like they're not only the star is dropping, but also their stock, as they want to get the potential 3-0, but they are unable to get past the second checkpoint as of yet. No Infrasights available here for both Widowmakers as of yet, but it might be Harmony X's time to shine. The Dragon Blade is going to be in hand, maybe with an offensive Soundfire or a Transcendence will be enough. Archdaniel by the center, all away from his team. Might be a little bit of a bait play here from Team Wolves, but here comes the Soundfire as well as the chance for the side of Falling Star. So they do stack some ultimates, and Dial gonna punish that one, gonna get two. Here comes the payload though, courtesy of Falling Star, and Harmony X gonna die before he even gets a blade on out. Sacred now with a tag onto one. Dial, D-Mech, Fairy Tune still trying to stay alive, looking to frag out. Raishin XI and Treetop gonna go for the dive onto the payload, leap on into the backline. Sacred now, Soundfire is up, and this has to be Treetop staying by the payload. Hopping around right now, looking to stay alive, looking to drive and keep this one up. Harmony X though, gonna be a Dragon Blade in hand, and he gets a cut onto one. There'll be another casualty here for the side of Team Wolves. Yes, it is Minva now with a takedown onto Lone. Here comes Harmony X one more time, looking for a shutdown. Archdaniel though swapping over to the Tracer, and there's a deflect courtesy of the Genji as well. But Archdaniel able to pop off onto two. Gonna be the Tracer all the way in the backline. Dial though with the taking care of the Zenyatta, and KSG alongside Raishin and Harmony just hopping around on that payload. The real question is, can Team Falling Star regroup in time on this payload? Can they stagger this one out? Self-Destruct though coming on out courtesy of Dial. It gets to another big bomb from the Diva, and that's gonna be Team Wolves on the board, taking the win here on Dorado. That was just a blown last fight, unfortunately, for Team Falling Star, stacking their two support ultimates and at the same time, not even using the Dragon Blade, getting blown up by the Diva Mech in the process. Just unfortunate there for Falling Star, not able to take the win, but Team Wolves showing some grit, able to just meme around with the Widowmaker, able to hop around and use the high ground to their advantage, and they deservingly take the win on Dorado. Team Wolves gonna be defending first today here on Hanamura. Falling Star on the attack. A quick little swap side between these two teams as we get underway with our next match. So for now, guys, if you are going to be tuning on in from another stream, just a quick little heads up, Overwatch CHTW having the Jupiter versus Kicks game. So far, 2-0 already on Hanamura, and Jupiter looking completely unbeatable so far. On the other hand, a few streams here and there of some player perspectives. I've seen some from GE Phoenix, and I've seen some from... Jupiter, I think, has a player perspective cam as well. We are in the Discord for Overwatch competitive in the C region. You can see a big list of players just streaming along the way. But yeah, Team Wolves gonna be on this defense first. Interesting that they call for the defense first. A lot of, what do you say, confidence here for the DH squad right now, and their ability to just hold the fort down. Gonna be Archdaniel on the Junkrat, Cyber Buddy on the Widowmaker, Dial gonna be on the Zarya this time. So it does seem like they have found the roles that they are suited for, and they can just get Archdaniel to swap on over to the support at any time. On the other hand, here for Falling Star, gonna be another Zen Goats composition, and Falling Star just honestly anchoring in with this lineup in the first place. Archdaniel though gonna be in a good spot right now, just making it rain with the grenades. Gonna be a little dangerous against Raishin XI and his tracking ability, but we shall see if the Wolves can hold this one to a T. Now moving on in. Oh, Falling Star with speed boost all the way on the inside. A little dangerous right now because Archdaniel could have intercepted there, but a little too late on the trigger figure. This time Archdaniel instead just bombarding the high ground. Raishin XI though gonna take the lead. Here comes the Barra now from Treetop, and this might be Falling Star just waiting for the Barra to get back into full life. So Treetop instead gonna call for a downwards assault. Raishin XI out in front, getting as much energy as he can. Eats a fire strike as well. A little too dangerous here for Falling Star. Should just rotate on an opposite side instead. Cyber Buddy though through the window gets tagged onto Fairy Tune, all charged up and ready to go. Looking for another target, and this might be Falling Star just faltering in this offensive. So the biggest problem right now is this is a good strategy for many teams, but it's not really good if you're gonna be facing off a Junkrat. But Archdaniel overextending, gonna get punished, and this is Falling Star's time to shine, to go for the point. Speed boost into play. Here comes Minva, gonna be a stun on the Treetop. Big Byron Nate though, courtesy of Killy, and that's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Can the Wolves make this one happen? Will this actually be enough? Dial's gonna blow himself up. Archdaniel ready with the Reptar all the way coming in from their spawn, and Cyber Buddy trying to get a shot through the window, but it's just not working. The bullets getting stuck, and this is gonna be Team Wolves losing out on this point. Lone nowhere to be seen, and that was just a big mistake there from Archdaniel, playing way too aggressively, playing way too impulsively, and that is gonna be Falling Star taking the capture of the first point. Team Falling Star now. Sound Barrier is in hand. Shatter available for Treetop as well, and it's gonna be another push on in for this squad of the Thai team. Moving on, gonna be on the high ground looking for another pick or two, but Team Wolves unable to actually block the shatter properly. Samba right now from KSG, but Lone gonna get another boost as well as the shatter on the two. Will this be enough from Archdaniel to get the Reptile? Yes, it does. Double kill going their way. On the other hand, Minva trying to drop that self-destruct out, but doesn't lead too much. Harmony X though looking to keep this fight going, gonna pop the rally along the way. Dial on the other hand in a really bad spot, gonna get felled. This might be a little regret there for the Zarya because he could have used it in this fight. Sacred though keeping the contest going on. Archdaniel swapping on over to the Tracer instead. Here comes Archdaniel looking to go against Fairy Tune, but the Zenyatta having some armor and Treetop with a perfect Fire Strike to boot. Now this is gonna be Wolves in a bad spot because Lone gonna get staggered there. Here comes Dial one more time. Grabbing the Surge is in hand. Can Cyber Buddy make a difference? Quinta May putting up the ice wall, hiding on the corner, and gonna pop the ice block to boot. Now the first stick still hasn't been taken, but the main now gonna have no defensive tools. Here comes Archdaniel one more time, but no focus fire onto the main means he's gonna be able to stay alive. Good pocket play courtesy of Killy as well. Now Dial ready with that Graviton Surge, but Wolves is still losing this fight one by one. They lose 4 already. Here comes the self-destruct now courtesy of the self-destruct of Minva, and that's gonna be Falling Star keeping this one to a T. Now, a team kill here for Team Falling Star means they do have time to just win out the point outright. 4 minutes on the clock and counting. A stellar project here from Falling Star.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
Just swapping the sides, 47-37 there, and just the snowball effect in full force for Falling Star. Team Wolves having the good idea to go on the high ground, but was unable to capitalize on the uncontested healing coming on out from Killy. We are back to our game. Looks like Falling Star figuring out all their audio issues and are ready to go. And in the meantime, we shall see if the side of Team Wolves can make this offense happen. 4:37 on the time back here for the Thai squad. They were able to win the first map but lost on the second at a heartbreaking 2-1 score. Very, very close for both squadrons, but this time we shall see if Team Wolves is going to decide to run this one. So Sacred and Cyber Buddy looking to play the Bastion Symmetric comp, and basically the battle plan here for this composition is Team Wolves is gonna be protecting the doorway, allowing Sacred to put the teleporter either on the point, on the high ground, or on that high ground, and just whittle down the opponent with the Bastion play. Will this be a full commit, however? Dial looking for that Thorburn. Interesting pick. I feel like this is an overcommitment to a nth degree and gonna be way too dangerous to actually run in the first place. So yeah, there you go. We are gonna have the Bastion Symmetra composition, and it's a little cheesy here for Team Wolves, but I guess these Wolves love the smell of cheese. So now they're gonna go on the high ground. Interesting, instead of just going straight for the point. In the meantime, the ramen shop gonna be a contesting area, and Cyber Buddy looking for a shot or two. Now this might be a little tough here for Team Wolves, because with the aggression there from Falling Star, this allows them to see the composition that the blue squad is gonna go for, and Cyber Buddy now a little hesitant to actually run this in the first place. But instead, Team Wolves gonna go for the commitment. I always love seeing commitment like this from a squadron of the PH teams. Cyber Buddy and Sacred coming on back and looking to go to the center. Okay, teleporter on that high ground. Interesting. So there's no real contest besides the side of Minva. And we do have Falling Star now repositioning by the point instead. A few right clicks here, there, and everywhere. Gonna be loaned out in front. Arctaniel keeping the healings hopped up. And there's gonna be a teleporter by the corner. Gonna be playing around with that one, baiting it out. But I feel like that was a big mistake for Wolves, because if Cyber Buddy is the one who teleports around, there is a big interval where he doesn't keep damage going. On the other hand, it's gonna be sitting Daks here for the side of Team Wolves. A really good charge there, just gonna get the damage done by the Reinhardt in the first place. So just a little food for thought there for Team Wolves to maybe figure out what they actually want to do with this strategy, or will they swap it out instead? It looks like they're gonna be still focusing onto this one and gonna be running the Symmetra Bastion along the way. I love seeing the creativity, but they just need a little bit more of the execution. Falling Star though knows exactly what's going on and gonna back on out to the point instead. Now Cyber Buddy on the right hand side just being speed boosted around to get in position one more time. Here comes Lone facing off against Treetop, who has the Shatter in hand. Configuration tap now gonna be popped here, and we will see Wolves. No, the Shatter connecting from Treetop. Minja gonna go for the self-destruct as well. There's a kill onto one, and this is gonna be Falling Star in control of this one. Gravity Surge still coming on out, will suck into, will actually be enough to get some takedowns. Dial with a good amount of energy just getting torn apart by the Zen as well as the Zarya. Here comes the contest from Team Wolves, but they are running out of time. Now, a minute and 50 seconds left. Falling Star even starring Killy along for the ride. That's Diana dropping on down, and Minbo, interesting enough, likes pointing at the Diva mech downward and is looking to make a difference with that one. Now, two ultimates already here for Falling Star. On the other hand, here for Wolves, gonna have one with the Shatter. Arctaniel has had enough, gonna go on the Pharah instead, and Sacred gonna be on the Brigitte. Interesting that they are not gonna be running a Mercy again. Interesting that they're also not running a Lucio instead of the Brig. So we shall see if Team Wolves can make this strategy work. Now, two ultimates on the other hand for Falling Star are going to be the Trance and the Graviton Surge. A lot of zoning and a lot of healing to boot. Shatter now going to be blocked up by Treetop. Perfect play there, courtesy of the Red Reinhardt. And it's going to be a Graviton Surge now from Raishin, as well as the Trance from Fairy Tune. So with that Trance right now, used honestly offensively instead of defensively. This is going to be fair, the side of Falling Star looking to charge up something like the Sound Barrier, or at least have the Shatter and the Self-Destruct before the next fight. On the other hand, Team Wolves just having a little bit of more time in the bank because they lost that fight really early. Gonna have 43 seconds right now. A good chance to actually go for one big push. And the Nana Boost is his hand. Cyber Buddy looking to just go for some snipes with the Ashe instead. But the sightlines here might be a little better for the Widowmaker instead to just get the shots to be insta-gibbs. Half a minute remaining, and Arctaniel now floating around on the left-hand side. Sacred switching over to the Mercy this time. And this is gonna be Team Wolves getting a tag onto one. Here comes Bob onto the point. Gonna go for some shots onto something else. Rocket Barrage from Arctaniel all the way hovering up on top. And it looks like the potency that Team Wolves is looking for finally gonna come to them. The first tick already taken. Can anyone from the side of Falling Star get back to the point? That's gonna be a bigger sounding no. As the second tick taken now. Falling Star backing off into the castle. And we shall see Wolves fight another day. So the question right now for Team Falling Star is, are they gonna swap things over? Minba gonna be playing the McCree this time, and Raishin Xi gonna swap on over to the Diva instead. So that's a little bit of waste for Falling Star. Gonna be losing out on that potential self-destruct into this next fight to stop the push. And that might be a small micro mistake that will be to the detriment of Team Falling Star in the first place. Now Minba though gonna get shot onto Arctaniel. Load just gonna go for a quick little twist. Soundbar now courtesy of KSG, and this is gonna be a fight won by Falling Star before it even begins. Sacred though getting the rest onto Arctaniel for him just to die again. Cyber Buddy now gonna get his revenge, but this is gonna be a petty one as he's gonna drop on down instead, knowing this has to be a reset. So the biggest deal there for Falling Star is they were just able to get in position and get a frag or two before anything from Team Wolves was of noteworthy. The Shatter and the Gravity Surge now ready for Lone and Dial, and we might be calling 911 one more time as the Zarya is looking to just make a cataclysmic event of a black hole. Transcendence though from Ferret Toon gonna be able to mend all wounds, gonna be able to keep everyone calm in the face of adversity. Cyber Buddy gonna go on the right hand side along the rest of Team Wolves, and they are looking to take the high ground from Falling Star. There's a charge right now, Lone getting pinned on the treetop. Harmony X on the other hand, Dragon Blade in hand, gonna get it from the deflect and is looking to play the aggressor, but he's really low, needs to get topped up by KSG and Ferritoon. Transcendence now available here for Falling Star, but here comes Arctaniel, not boosted up, he just blows up the Zenyatta into a bucket of bolts. Arctaniel now gonna get double kill so far, and it's gonna be the far now with the Rocket Barrage all the way in the middle line, just making it rain all around the world in a million places, like familiar places. Harmony X and Cyber Buddy gonna trade lives. Minval looking to get back into position. Flashbang gonna be his demise, and it could be a good Graviton Surge. Gonna be a Transcendence here from Ferritoon to keep the contest going. Now the Lucio, the only one left. Here comes Treetop back to the fight. Kai Raishin there as well, self-destruct in hand. Here comes Falling Star now getting the numbers that they need, but they're still falling to the hand of Arctaniel. Nisfara just having a field day here, looking to get some takedowns with the Rockets here. Gonna be a Graviton Surge, gonna be a self-destruct one more time here from Raishin XI. Not really gonna get much. Minva and Treetop with 2 kills, and Falling Star at the brink, able to defend this one to a T. So Team Wolves just struggling against the self-destruct by the end of that one. It looks like they just scampered along, saw the self-destruct from Raishin, and they were like, okay, we gotta run, but that is just running into spaces that they should have gone to in the first place. Falling Star, another successful defense so far. A minute and 10 seconds remaining here for the side of Team Wolves, and they might be growling hunger for now. It is gonna be a full moon potentially here for Team Wolves, but it might just be a new moon of darkness instead if they don't take the win here. Gonna be a Bior bouncing around, bouncy ball from Ferritoon. Falling Star looking to be in position, and a minute remaining here for the side of Team Wolves. Interesting enough, they are shielding Cyber Buddy and just allowing him to get the frags that they need. Cyber Buddy now with taking care of Treetop, and Harmony X still staying on the point. Shatter attempted, gonna get the smash onto the Genji, going for the pin as well, and that's gonna be Harmony X dying along the way. Nana Boost used up Achille onto Arctaniel, who has the Rocket Barrage. Will this actually be enough for Team Wolves to secure the win? D-Mech now happening, Treetop still ready with the Power Rage, looking to just delay the inevitable, and finally gonna pop it by the end. Gravity a Transcendence though from Ferritoon, as well as the punches from the Winston concentrating fire. Now the Ana gonna be contested, but Killy looking to just hide behind instead. Harmony X forced to sacrifice his life, knows the Fire Grenade in full force. Can Falling Star get back to the point? No, they can't. Going to a second round with Wolves getting 1 minute with, and on the other hand, Falling Star gonna have 5:20 on the time bank.
2-2. Initiating match.
So this is gonna be still Team Wolves on the attack, but this is gonna be such a little amount of time. Very dangerous here for the Filipino squad in what they're trying to do. They can't waste time anymore with something kooky like the Sim Bastion. This has to be meta, this has to be something built off, and this has to be executed well. So there you go. Dive composition. You can never go wrong with the dive composition unless your opponent's playing goats. On the other hand here, on the opposite side of Falling Star, they are playing the goats. So this is gonna be very dangerous here for Team Wolves. The thing is though, they are on the attack, so they see the goats, they can just swap on out using only 15 to 20 seconds of their time bank. Raishin still on that Zarya, and Minva on the Diva. So that's the thing to note. Raishin a lot better on the Zarya than Minva. And that does go to show when they do have to swap over to a Diva composition, swap over to the dive, they have to just throw away all the old charge Minva has built off in the first place. So this is gonna be the last attack here for Wolves on this map. Hanamura gonna be another battleground one more time for round 2. Could be a standard dive with the Mercy Ana and a Genji and a Tracer. So Team Wolves looking to go through to the center. Same tactic here from Falling Star, but this time it's not gonna be the squad of Team Wolves falling for it. Going straight to the point instead. Dial gonna get D-Mech along the way, and that's a little problem here because Goats is gonna be a pounce onto a 6-on-1. The dive composition leaving the backline, gonna get those takedowns, and that's the first fight already taken. Interesting though that they don't really stagger up Killy too much. Raishin and Minva with another set of kills, and it's gonna be 22 seconds left on the time bank. Team Wolves calling for the GOAT's composition. This has to be right here, right now. Speed boost from Sacred gonna be absolutely important, and it's gonna be online in 3 seconds. Looking to go for the point. Where is the rest of Wolves? They have to go for it now. Step on it with Dial. Gonna get the barrier just in time. The overtime though gonna be ticking away. There's the stun now, courtesy of Treetop and Lone. Harmony next with take care of one. Brigitte the stun, making it happen. There's the shatter now from Treetop, looking for another target, and this is the Reinhardt and the Brigitte just back to back, making this one happen. Self-destruct onto the Diva of Arctanel, and that's gonna be the round taken here by Falling Star.
Score 2-2. Switching sides.
Swapping the sides right now, and this is gonna be either Falling Star taking this one, or we have to play Ilios as a tiebreaker. 5:25 right now on the clock, and things look really good here for Falling Star. Has been a really good performance on those first point defenses with the 3-3 composition. So vicious and so deadly.
Ready for battle.
So the question is, how can Team Wolves actually defend this one against Falling Star, especially just one tick? Because it seems like they're a little inconsistent in what and how they play. They are gonna go back to that Junkrat, which had some success before, but this time this has to be Team Wolves telling Arctanel off that he shouldn't overextend on the bridgeway as it should be. Alone just hopping around looking for a potential spot to set up alongside Killy. On the other hand, we have the 2-1-3 here for the side of Falling Star. Gonna have a Sombra in this fight. So Minva gonna be cloaking around and looking for a target or two. Let's get into the game. Minva right now gonna keep the invisibility going. So yeah, 5 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock here for Falling Star. Oh, the trap connecting. Arctanel gonna get a takedown, and that's already a stagger. So yeah, Team Wolves down knows there's a Sombra in the opposing arsenal. And on the other hand, it's gonna be Falling Star hiding inside the spawn. Doesn't want to get any chip damage done to them, and gonna decide to play a standard Zed Goats instead. Now Falling Star going on the right hand side. The loadless travel there gonna be between the darkness and the light. It ends the night. Falling Star now coming through to the center, but the Zarya of Raishin Exile really low till he gets stopped up by Harmony X. Very Tune though in a really bad spot, and Sire Buddy with a takedown on to one. Let's see if the Widowmaker can get a few more tags, and that's an unfortunate miscommunication there from Falling Star, because that was the Zenyatta and the Diva thinking to go right and everyone else going left. They were able to get tagged down by the delay as a result. Now with this fight, this is gonna be a really bad spot now for Team Falling Star, because in a few situations like this fight means that your whole round is done. But we do have a lot of time in the bank. Cyberbuddy, the only one left with the Intrasight, and the real question is, are they gonna go for the dry push, or will they just force things out as they come on the fly? Impulse might be their biggest enemy right now, as Team was looking to get in position on the low ground. The Venomine on the high ground as well to keep the contest going, but Lone is just out in front on Buckingham Palace duty. The Reptile in hand here for Team Wolves. Here comes the speed boost though, courtesy of KSG. A little bit of a questionable blow up onto the Diva, but I guess this is gonna be Team Wolves looking to just try to stay alive as a full unit. Minva gonna drop Raishin Exile. Oh, reset! Full reset here from Falling Star. Team kill in a pseudo kind of way, and that's gonna be really good discipline here from Falling Star. So as I was saying, Falling Star having tactics, and they also have a really good amount of discipline in them. They know the fight is over, throw everyone off the cliff, no forcing things out on the baby Diva or whatever, and they just play for the team instead. The Reinhardts though, gonna be looking to brawl one more time. Here comes Treetop alongside Bimbag, but Barrier Grenade though, caught to 2. And interesting to note, they are still gonna go for the push even with the anti-heal and full effect. The Nana boost now available here for the side of Team Wolves, and this is Killy just keeping everyone topped up along the way. Sacred might need a little bit more of that ill charge though to keep the sound barrier available. Here comes Treetop 87 one more time alongside Minva. Looks like the Reinhardt gonna take a nap. Shatter connecting on the 4, and this is gonna be Lone with the push on out one more time. Arctanel taking care of 2. Team Wolves still in this fight. Teammate right now happening onto the Red Diva, and Treetop, Fairy Tune, and Minva all gonna go for the reset one more time. Wolves doing it. That's all I have to say. The Wolves are showing up today and doing the defense that needs to be done. Arc, Daniel, Killy, and Dial ready with 3 ultimates. On the other hand, here for the side of the red squad, the attacking squad, gonna have the Transcendence, gonna have the Shatter, as well as the Celtic Shock, Rally, Graviton Surge, and Sound Barrier in that order. But can Falling Star make this out? Up. Here comes the Graviton Surge. Transcendence gonna be there as well. Archangel rather. Ripstar onto 1, and we do see a nano boost now onto Lone. So this is Team Wolves brawling as much as possible. Dial, Cyber Bully gonna get to so far. Here comes Wolves one more time, pin connecting to the stairway, and a minute and 50 here for Falling Star. What happened to them? Looks like their offense completely falling apart at the seams. So grab Sound Barrier, a rally here for the attacking squad. Not bad, but could be a little better. On the other hand, here for Wolves has the Sound Barrier and the infra side. Not really the best time unless Cyber Buddy can get the shots across through walls with full Metal Jacket penetration. A minute of 26 right now. Here comes the red team one more time. This can be their opportunity if Cyber Buddy is just so far off from spawn. There's the Shatter attempt potentially from the side of Lone, but it doesn't really get much at the end. Grabs the shot up from Raishin X-Side. Cyber Buddy didn't get attacked onto 1. Looking for another target. Let's go for the Lucio, and the tracking is quite on point. Team Falling Star again just cannot get through this gate. What did they even put in here to make this so unbreakable? Cyber Buddy again, just able to pop off and pop heads. Raishin XI gonna get dropped. Team Wolves looking to get in position one more time, looking to regroup as soon as possible. Interesting note though, it has been an hour already, and this is still map number 3. And if the game ends like this on a draw, it's gonna be a tiebreaker on Ilios before we even go to our hybrid map instead. So Cyber Buddy gets a tag onto Minva, and this is the squad of Raishin X-Side. So, okay, we're done. We're gonna back on out to the arcade, play some games, and just give it one last chance to go outside. No, never mind. Arcdino just stomping on their parade, gets the Ripstar onto 2 KSG, and 3 top 87 both to fall. Minva though finally getting the counter frag onto Cyber Buddy, and this is the opportunity that Falling Star is looking for. They need to go for the Fountain's Barrier at the start, just keep everyone topped up. They can't go for the amp heal. This has to be an approach. Falling Star right now coming on out, and here they come, the Thai squad onto the point. Can Team Wolves get back in position? There's the charge connecting, and Lone with the miracle on out switch. Shatter connecting onto the stairway as well. Perfect Graviton Surge from Dial. Team kill going their way, and that is gonna be a draw here on Hanamura. We are moving on over to Ilios.
Play of the game.
A good play of the game there at the end. Graviton Surge and the Shatter just setting that one up. Draw. Really awkward situation here for both squads, but at least we know the rule set. Ilios gonna be our next map. So welcome guys to the tiebreaker here on map 5, on map 3 out of 5. Team Wolves gonna be on the blue side this time. So a quick little reversal of the overlay is necessary because both squads didn't swap out their sides. There you go. Falling Star on that red team. Team Wolves on the blue side, and let's get this one going. So Lighthouse is going to be our first match here between these two squadrons, and this is going to be an interesting one between Team Wolves as well as Falling Star. I would give my money just a little bit to Team Wolves because they do have a dedicated projectile player with Arcdaniel potentially on that Pharah. But this is a very weird composition on Lighthouse. Okay, so for Team Wolves, this does tell me one thing. They are gonna decide to play by the corner instead inside. No, never mind. Lone gonna go swap over to the Ryan and Dial on the Zarya. So I believe they just thought that was well. Instead, this is Lighthouse and gonna be a little more of an open area. Gonna be having no environmentals and just gonna be a brawl in the urban streets instead.
2, 1.
So let's get underway in our control point objective. Looks like the point waiting on for someone to step on it. Gonna be an Ash Junkrat here between the two DPS of Team Wolves. On the other hand, Treetop and Raishin gonna be on the Ryan Zarya as well. So Falling Star as well as Team Wolves looking to brawl on two opposite sides of one another. Interesting to note though that Wolves is the one in position of the point. First Sacred with a good speed boost. And for now, Falling Star gonna back on in an interesting manner. So they went all the way to the back of the map and then finally moved forward. This allows Team Wolves to get some space done as well as give them the capture. Londo gonna get charged on up. Arctano with a sleep dart as well. And there'll be a quick little deflect there from Harmony X. And finally the Genji gonna get that takedown. So Falling Star having a good composition right there. Gets the boop onto Cyber Buddy. Diana right now of Killy getting staggered around. Gonna get pooped up by KSG. And Falling Star gonna be able to get the capture on back. So the red squad right now just ticking away at the progress, 6% and counting here for Falling Star. On the other hand, on the side of Team Wolves, it's Arctano still trying to make it rain with Junkrat. So again, I'm a little surprised that they're not running the Pharah, but it is what it is. Team Wolves right now gonna come on by on the right hand side. Now we do have Falling Star going on the outside one more time, and this allows the Ashe and the Genji some free reign, some 360 vision to get their ults and to get the damage that needs to be done. Harmony next though, really low, Bob available, and he's gonna toss it out onto Arctano. And yeah, goodbye Bob, that's not gonna work out if he smashed into the side of the wall instead. Cyber Buddy though, gonna get nano boosted up, but he's unable to capitalize this time. His clip doesn't connect, gonna reload 3 in the chamber, gets absolutely nothing. But Team Wolves still in control of the point. Here comes the bomb rush that we've been waiting for. Dragon Blade in hand for Harmony X, and he's gonna pop it with the nano boost to spare. So Minva gonna go for a quick little reset. Falling Star gonna get the capture after the nano blade. Things pretty evenly matched so far between these two teams, and we shall see if the PH squad can get back into the rhythm. The Shatter and the Soundbar are available. Gonna have the Garden Surge and Bob this time. The real question is though, can Cyber Buddy be able to get the Bob in time onto the point? There's the flashbang right now. A 1-for-1 trade so far. Minva and Harmony X with 2, and this is Falling Star getting the numbers advantage. Here comes the speed boost right now, and they're trying to just go close the clamps onto Team Wolves. Gonna be Cyber Buddy dropping on down with the coach gun, getting the reset. On the other hand, Sacred keeping the contest going, and that's gonna be a stagger there for the Lucio. So Minva has been pretty steady with the hand of the Ashe, besides the Bob of course. They do still have 2 ultimates in hand, the Shatter and the Graviton Surge, and they are trying to play this as creative and as stingy as possible. Cyber Buddy, Dial, and Sacred right now looking to unleash their ultimates, looking to unleash their fury onto the side of Falling Star. Here they come, Team Wolves. No, gonna get grabbed up now by Russian Exile, who gets sleep darted. Treat up though with a charge onto one, and the Bob of Minva gonna get a second one. Now it's gonna be still pretty even here between both squadrons. Arctano looking for another target. Here comes the Zarya. Deadeye is available. Can Arc make a difference with his ultimate? Flashbang doesn't connect onto the Lucio. The Jabates are here. Can the Wolves make it back onto the point? 2 have fallen already, and we have a Wrecking Ball now from Lone. Can Lone stay alive in this one? A Soundbar coming on out from Sacred to just delay the inevitable. Arctano and Cyber Buddy getting some good sightlines if they go near the point. And here's the Panda Hammer to connect onto one. Cyber Buddy though gonna get dropped. Here comes Dial all the way from spawn. Lone just popped, looping around as much as possible. Arctano though really low, gonna get pinned up. Treetop with that takedown. And finally Team Wolves unable to get the capture on this point. So this is still the tiebreaker, and if Falling Star takes this one, here on, well, they win the whole map. On the other hand, if Team Wolves gets this one, they will get 1 point, and we need to force Ruins as of next. So just a little bit of an error for the side of Team Wolves, calling for the GR. Falling Star a little bit confused, and it was like, oh, it's okay, let's just play on instead. So yeah, hopefully you guys are just enjoying the show between these two teams so far. It has been a really good matchup and has been pretty even. And you can see the mistakes that they do. So you can really just notice what is going wrong for both squadrons. But for now, this is going to be a matchup here on Ilios as well. We are going to see the Orisas and the Roadhogs ready to go. So the thing I was talking about a while ago, I like the chances of Team Wolves here because it is going to be pretty potent for them to run the Orisa Roadhog as well as maybe go for a Pharah Mercy to boot. But now they're playing some really finicky composition. It's a pretty interesting comp to say the least for both squads, as they are going to have a McCree Tracer here for the side of Team Wolves. On the other hand, on Falling Star, going to go for the Junkrat and the Genji. So I feel like the basic premise of Falling Star's composition is Junkrat blows up barriers quickly, and they get the halt to connect onto Sacred, but the Lucio, of course, can just go around and around and around. Now the damage is being done here, and Treetop gets a punch onto Sacred instead. The halt almost connecting onto the Genji and the Orisa. Here comes Raishin XI, gets the hook onto Dial. Gonna be the Well of Doom here for the side of Team Wolves. Now since it's the red squad of Falling Star in position. No, never mind. Treetop gonna get hooked up. Didn't get the barrier in time. Raishin XI gonna get sleep darted, but a good move from KSG. Gonna go for the nano boosted Piggy. Kilido gonna keep the guns go blazing. Harmony X gonna get the concussive mine onto Arctaniel. Cyber Buddy on the side gets rid of Fairy Tune as well as Harmony X. And this is gonna be Team Wolves looking to get the capture. So the basic premise of Falling Star's composition is the Junkrat, a bunker buster, easily killing the barrier alongside Raishin XI. And you can see the results. Dial was the first one to fall. Unfortunately for them though, Treetop was unable to calculate how much damage the side of Lone was able to do onto the barrier in the first place. And there you go, look how fast the barrier is broken by Lone, Arctaniel, and Cyber Buddy with all those shots. So really good concentration fire here from the side of Team Wolves, and they do have the capture onto the point. Raishin XI down below, gonna get sleep darted. There's the anti-heal attempt from Killy, but not gonna fly. Dial though gets a shot onto one. Here comes a few Cattles going their way. Gonna be a quick little cluster on in, and Sacred looking to get into the backline. Killy and Dial though gonna get two, and here comes the speed boost to Orisa, Treetop, and Raishin XI. Both gonna fall very soon. Gonna take his life before anyone else can take his.
Gonna make you feel better.
Team Wolves again in control, and an interesting spot here for Dial all the way on the opposite corner, just trying to make this one happen and just trying to defend in a pretty abnormal spot to say the least. You do have a different opening. It's gonna be on the left hand side. It does open, it does close you off though on the standard play of the Orisa and the Roadhog. So this is gonna be Falling Star just giving up on the Orisa Hog experience. It's gonna be a whole hog now, courtesy of Lone. Gonna get nano boosted up, but Minva already with two. A sound barrier from KSG keeping the squad of Falling Star alive, but there's the pulse on down. A nano boost authorization to keep the mech in this fight, but that's gonna be the last hurrah for the side of Falling Star. Boop attempt there from KSG, not gonna pan out. Raishin XI just hopping around. Falling Star right now looking to get the capture, and Minva able to pop off and pop heads. The Peacemaker just completely smoking, and Falling Star able to get the capture.
Let's get patched up.
Now then, Falling Star's approach there with the dive, they forced Lone and Dial to just reposition in a pretty awkward fashion. Lone popping the hula to get some frags, but that was just Minva getting the shots on out to the squishies instead. So with the McCree doing that much damage, that was just really potent dive there from Falling Star. Here comes Cyber Buddy right now being a pest. Flashbang connecting onto the floor, but Cyber Buddy able to bait it out and able to get that takedown. Team Wolves though still not out of the woods yet, as Harmony X has the blade in hand, going for a cut, gets a slice on the Cyber Buddy as well. Lone with the other hand on the opposite side, gonna get booped up by KSG as he channels the Whole Hog. So small little mistake there from Lone using a Whole Hog in a fight. That's already over. Falling Star again in control of this one. So look the aggression at Falling Star. They're just on the right hand side this time. No hiding onto the opposite end, because they can go for the dive and use up most of the map. A bubble right there, but there's the halt in response from Dial. Will this be enough bait here for Falling Star to go for a dive on in? Here comes the Lucio. Self-destruct into the back, forcing everyone to move in position, and Dial Supercharger gonna fall. A sound barrier here from KSG, and Treetop ready with the Prime Rage will allow them to just play this as aggressively as they can. Aggressico at its finest. Sacred now being booped around. Cyber Buddy looking to back on out, and Raishin gonna get two along the way. The Diva just showing his stuff today, as Falling Star right now has been shining as bright as all the diamonds, as well as shining as bright as all those twinkle twinkle little stars. Treetop 87 still keeping this one up. Now the real question is, can Falling Star just seal it in one more fight? It's gonna be Minva gets the shot on the Cyber Buddy, has a dead eye prime. Can he be nano boosted by Fairy Tune? It's gonna go on over to the front line instead. Londo gets to cancel with the hook, but he's unable to secure the kill. Now punished for it, Falling Star getting the numbers advantage. Killy though getting rid of Harmony X after the blade. Overtime ticking away. Can Wolves make this one happen? Sacred just flying around. Arctaniel on the other hand literally flying on that Pharah, and Minva gonna get punished for it. Next on the dire list, Next though is gonna be Sacred, and he gets a melee 2 boot. Raishin taking a nap, thinking of dreams of self-destructs. Can he actually get the bomb to connect? Now into the back line, gonna force the side of Wolves to go into the front, and Harmony X with a takedown onto one. Despite though really close, but Harmony X even closer to getting that takedown onto Arctino, gets a cut with the Shuriken instead. Cyber Buddy though, good D-Mech onto Raishin, and Dio with a roll on by to KSG. The Gatling guns are amazing, and Wolves back into this fight, looking to get the capture right now. Raishin, as well as the squad of Falling Star, forced to back on out. This is going to be one chance here for Treetop. Can he actually make it? He has to go for the Power Rage right now with the leap on in. Gonna get pooped around, but the overtime takes away Sacred. Just a little too late to the party. Treetop though, still keeping the sustain going. Oh, he messes up and he falls into the hole. A sound barrier here. There's the hook right now. Harmony next though, close to the Dragon Blade. Will this be clutch enough here for Falling Star? As Raishin XI gonna get one. Archdaniel now, Rocket Barrage all over the screen, looking to just try to tear someone apart. And that's gonna be Minva. Raishin XI though coming on back. That's a Diva in a really bad spot, gonna get D-Meg, and this is gonna be Team Wolves getting on the board. The score now 1-1. Guys, I have to admit it, this game is fun. This matchup between Team Wolves and Falling Star has been absolutely fun, so I think we need to go for a reset again. I think we need to reset it again to force Ruin, yeah, to get a 1-1-1. So yeah, as the teams are trying to make that work with the lobby, we're just all about that game. Unfortunate for the Winston falling, that's for sure. Oh yes, we get Ruin, so I don't need small talk for a long while, but just a quick little recap there. A good swap from Falling Star onto Dive after not working out with the Orisa Roadhog. On the other hand, Wolves' stellar work with the Orisa and the Roadhog in the first place. A good dive, allowing the McCree to pop out. Minva showing up on that one. But in the end, just a really good concise play from Team Wolves, going for that last push, allowing them to get the retake after a long struggle. And that got them on the board. So now moving on back to the game screen. Whoever wins Ruins is gonna be the one winning the tiebreaker in the first place. So this is gonna be all down to this map. Both maps of Lighthouse, and well, now Null and Void. Whoever wins Ruins rather, is gonna be the one who's gonna be well wished into the next map. The side of Falling Star gonna decide to play their Zen Goats with a Sombra. So it's gonna be a 2-1-3 instead of a full 3-3. On the other hand, here for Wolves, gonna be a hybrid composition with a Winston and a Roadhog. A little bit of awkwardness for my taste, but this is really just Wolves preferring playing the Roadhog on Lone's hands in the first place. So with that preference, gonna be an interesting one. Falling Star fighting indeed, as here comes the Thai squad on the right hand side, looking to get a target or two. For now, the Zen Goats of Falling Star not really playing as aggressively as they should be, especially with the Widowmaker out into the backline. Now finally, they are congregating and looking for a target to focus down, but Archdaniel just keeping the splash damage going with the Junkrat, and this is gonna be Team Wolves getting so much damage done by their opposing Junkrat. Very tuned, and Raishin XI though gonna go for the roll on in, and there's the speed boost from KSG as well. Here comes Falling Star, just falling all over, just gonna be a complete meteor strike there onto the opposing Wolves. So have you ever seen a Falling Star smash into a Wolf? I don't think the Wolf can survive that, and that is what Falling Star's whole repertoire is in trying to make this one work. Cyber Bully though on the high ground, gonna drop on down from the Pantheon and is looking for another target. Interesting though that he's not really gonna be contested too much there, besides Minva, but might have had a quick little sixth sense that the Sombra was skulking around. Detected right there. Oh, it's maybe just a quick little detection in that one. Load though, gonna get hacked up. Nano boost onto the Reinhardt. Here comes Archdaniel with the Reptar, gonna get to absolute value with the Tower. So Archdaniel maybe, just maybe, should be sponsored one day by the Tire brands, as this is gonna be a capture back by Team Wolves getting on the board. So Dial Arctaniel playing the aggressor all the way in the front. Cyber Buddy gonna take a good little awning as well to maybe go for a shot or two. But the sightlines are there, and the Team Wolves gonna go on to the back. Why Ilios? Ilios is a tiebreaker map. Infrasight now is pop, and it's gonna be a fire strike there from Lone. Here comes the squad of Falling Star, gonna come on back. Hack though onto Cyber Buddy, and this is the Widowmaker dove on looking for some prey, but Arctaniel instead gonna get a trade on back. The Sombra gonna fall. Here comes the Cluster Mine, but it's unable to blow it up as Fairy Tune is gonna clean up. KSG though failing to get the sound barrier in time means that Falling Star has to commit their Transcendence as well for this fight. Good push on in with Treetop leading the charge. Harmony XX gonna be all the way there as well. Sacred now caught in between, sandwiched up, and Falling Star gonna be able to get the capture as well. Now the EMP as well as the Gravity and Surge are available here for the side of Falling Star. Gonna have the Winston Primal Rage to boot. The statue though gonna be a little bit of a hamper here for Falling Star because it does move, give them a little less of field of movement. Very soon though looks to hide behind. EMP now comes on out, gonna get to Gravity and Surge onto Lone as well. But Arctaniel again, Riptar complete value right there. Can the Junkrat stay alive? Cyber Buddy really low, gonna get punched up by Treetop, and Falling Star winning that one out. A good stagger onto Arctaniel as well, who was hiding behind the bushes, looking to try and stay alive to maybe be as sneaky as he can. But Falling Star again just in control of this one. So the thing to note is they swapped on over to a Winston Zarya pairing. Not really the most common thing you see on a 2-1-3, but they have made it work, just being as much of a pest as they can onto Cyber Buddy's Widowmaker. Speaking of the Widowmaker, he has swapped on over to the Tracer instead, playing in the front line. Arctaniel back onto the Pharah, and maybe they should have played the Pharah in the first place instead of the Junkrat. But Harmony X and Raishin XI gonna get 2 so far, 10 and 11, making this one work. Overtime now ticking away. Arctaniel nowhere to be seen as the Gravity Surge now from the side of the blue squad, not gonna get much thanks to the Transcendence from Fairy Tune. Now another takedown here, another set of takedowns. Duo Dualism just gonna keep the kills going here for Falling Star. Arctaniel on the high ground has to drop for the overtime, swooping on by like a fighter jet, and that's gonna be Sacred dying as well. Can Killy make it back in time? The Ana too far off, and that's gonna be the game taken here by Falling Star. So for the side of Team Wolves, gonna be a substitution. Arctaniel out, in comes Troy Henry, and we shall see if that difference will be noticed here for the side of Team Wolves. On the other hand, here for Falling Star, still gonna be able to keep it up with the same roster. Raishin, Fairy, KSG, Treetop, Minva, and Harmony ready to go. So Blizzard World having a lot of paths to choose from, not really having too many branching paths. However, there is a one clear concise main path that many people use either to the right or the left, and then just go through the whole payload. Wolves though gonna decide to play the double sniper composition with Troy Henry and Cyber Buddy ready to go. Dial on the other hand gonna be on that Zarya, and we shall see if the Wolves can contest this one to a T. Looks like Dial wants to have a little bit more fun before the game starts. Gonna be riding the flight to Dustwood. On the other hand, here for Falling Star, gonna have a Winston Diva peering ready to go. So Treetop, Raishin gonna be going for that dive. Minva on the other hand already spotted out by the Sonic Arrow. Perfect timing there from Troy Henry to make this one happen. Looks like the blue team just keeping this one up with a high and a low ground contest with the Hanzo. But if they get a leap on into that Hanzo, it's going to be easy pickings here for the side of Falling Star. See, they spot out the Hanzo, and now Troy Henry forced the back on out. Almost falls. Yes, he does. True T-top, and that's going to be half the damage gone already. A big mistake there from Team Wolves. Can they actually get this one back? Treetop now going to get a sleep, but it's Lone hacked on up instead. Raishin with a takedown onto Cyber Buddy as well, and Wolves looking for a brawl onto the point, but it's Lone just getting caught off guard and gonna get cut away from his supports. A really good bubble right there from the Winston, just cutting off all the Ana's darts. The healing darts do not connect in between the shields, and this is gonna be Team Wolves forced to just give up that first point. Yeah, that's a really big mistake right there for the side of Team Wolves. The Hanzo cannot get away in time compared to someone like the Widowmaker, compared to someone like the Tracer. It's just a little too dangerous to do that, and that was easy pickings here for the side of Falling Star. It might just be a little bit of the jitters right now here for Troy Henry, but he gets it back into the rhythm, gets a headshot onto KSG. On the other hand, Falling Star is still pushing the payload using the Moira, the Diva, as well as the Genji now all the way in the back. So into this next fight, they are gonna have the EMP available, so they can go for a naked push and just charge on in, get the blade in time for the next fight. On the other hand, Dial now playing the aggressive Cyber Buddy, looking for another target with the Inversight, trying to get a tag onto the Moira, and there you go, gets a hit, but unfortunately it's not a headshot. Now Falling Star waiting on this first point, looking to regroup and reconvene. Cologne as well as Treetop gonna face off against one another. The Reinhardt now gonna be just bombarded with a number of damage sources. And here comes Harmony just hopping around. Minva looking to get in position, gets the hack. Self-destruct into the EMP. Gonna get two, a little far off with the EMP, but it does work out in the end. Very tuned with the Coalescence as well. Falling Star now gonna go for the push on in one more time. And this is gonna be the payload just down below along the way. Treetop though is ready with the Primal Rage, and this is gonna get caught off guard. Minva now with a takedown on to Killy. Harmony X does have the Dragon Blade as well, and Falling Star right now keeping this one up. Dial and Lone on the low ground right now. Here comes the blue team of Team Wolves trying to make this one happen, and Troy Henry gets a snipe onto KSG as well. The Dragon Strike still in the hands of the Team Wolves. Harmony X taking care of Lone, however, Dragon Blade still in hand. Cyber Buddy now with attack on the Treetop. Here comes the payload, and here comes the blade going for a cut onto the Hanzo. Good bubble there from Dial, but this is gonna be a C9 here from Team Wolves. Looks like Harmony X gets a job done without spilling any blood. So now 5 minutes on the clock here, and Harmony X sacrificing his like absolute kamikaze play onto Troy Henry. The two brothers falling at the same time. Now Wolves all the way in the back inside the Cathedral of Tristram. Gonna be such a tough time for them to actually make this one work. But we shall see. I believe in Team Wolves for putting on a show and putting on the fight, because the past 3 maps, past 4 maps honestly, have been a stellar one to see. There you go, Lone again with a clutch shatter, gets a stun onto Treetop and the rest of the Falling Star crew. Wolves now gonna have a small little reprieve. Coalescence still coming on out from Fairy Tune, trying to just get through the barriers and get through the shields and get these takedowns. The speed boost though from KSG. Sound barrier is in hand. Here comes Falling Star one more time through to the corner. Will this actually be enough? That's gonna be the question. Lone now losing the barrier. Can they boost down? Get this back. Graviton into Dragon. Sound barrier courtesy of KSG. But Treetop not popping a Primal Rage. Looks like they give up the fight before it even starts. Falling Star playing it safe instead of going for the risky blade. Going for the risky Primal Rage and self-destruct rather. But on the other hand, maybe could have actually countered that one, but the Soundbar just too little too late to heal them up. So for now, Falling Star looking to reconvene one more time. Does have the 2 tank ultimates ready to go. Gonna have the EMP in position as well. And this is gonna be an EMP bomb waiting on here for Falling Star. There it goes up on top. And Lone and Dial gonna be the targets one more time. Looks like Minva and Raishin has been playing the alley-oop since their street days. Gonna be the Thai squad going for the push. Killy on the other hand in a bad spot. But KSC gonna get a snipe onto Cyber Buddy instead. Now for Wolves, this is gonna be a pretty dire situation. They do have 3 ultimates, yes, but they are being pushed to the brink, and we are gonna get a blade soon here for Harmony X, and Fiery Tune is gonna be close to the Coalescent as well. The Genji alongside the Winston Diva right now, ready to go for the dive shatter. Gets absolutely nothing. And it's a nano boost now on the Cyber Buddy. Can the McCree make a defense? Fan the hammer, looking for some shots. And Harmony X with the blade now looking to get for a cut. And spots out Killy to slice off the head of Diana. Now D-Mech though onto Raishin, Xi, and Falling Star. Still not winning out in this fight as of yet. Dial looking for some damage with the 100 energy. And there's a sound barrier from Sacred as well. Good hack though from Minva, preventing Dial to go for the ground surge or the bubbles. And this will allow the side of Falling Star to just clean up on the crew. The Throne Way open out for Falling Star, and they are going to be able to finish up the map.
Let's get you healed up.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Penultimate situation here for Team Wolves. This is very, very dangerous for them. If they can't get the full capture, and if they can't take the win on that second round, this is gonna be the series going the way of Falling Star. On the other hand, Falling Star just finding the rhythm that they needed on Ilios and just absolutely dominating here on Blizzard World. Just a slight misstep a while ago on Dorado, but this has been pretty favored in Falling Star so far. So we shall see if the effort of Team Wolves can make a difference. Can they go for the push to the end, or will they be stopped by the first point itself? A decisive pick here from Falling Star, locking in all 6 before the game even starts. This means that they are very, very confident in how they're going to be playing, and they're confident with what they're going to be playing in the first place. KSG just ferrying everyone around. Minva and Harmony going to decide to play the Ashe and the Genji. So Harmony has been pretty good with the Genji so far, making some blades counter, a few duds here and there, but all in all, his presence has been just enough to scare off Team Wolves. On the other hand, Minva, hot hand with the sharpshooter. We shall see if the rifle is going to be suited here for the Red Ashe right now, as here comes the side of Team Wolves, going to decide to play the Winston Diva, and we're going to see the Pharah Mercy. So this is a little bit of my deal with Wolves right now. They're playing the Pharah Mercy right now, and they're at the brink when they could have actually run the Pharah Mercy earlier and made a few more maps go and swing in their favor. Now they have to deal with the Ashe and the Genji. Gonna be a little dangerous, especially with Minva's sharp shooting skills. But we'll see if Falling Star can make this one, can get the punish onto the Pharah instead. Now it's gonna be Sacred really low, half HP already, gonna be Brawl in the backside, and Lone and Dial gonna get 2. Looks like the dive composition working out in favor of Wolves, and here comes the attack showing up in full force. Troy Henry now gonna get tagged onto Fairy Tune. Harmony X still keeping the contest going with the Genji, and will Falling Stars still go for the reconvene and go for the recontest at the last moment? That's gonna be the real question. Lone though with a hop on out, and we'll go to the siege tank now to get rid of the Genji back into the fray. Team Wolves within a minute get the capture. Why is the video quality so low? I've been having net issues so far, so yeah. What's the quality so right now? It's around 3K. I'll make it 3.5 real quick. But yeah, just PHNet guys, PHNet. But anyway, Team Wolves is not going to be able to just cut the first corner. There's a leap on in from Troy Henry onto Raishin XI. KSG with a counter kill onto Lone. And things look pretty good here for the side of Team Wolves because they're still allowed to put on the pressure. No, never mind. Minva gets a headshot onto Troy Henry. Here comes the Dino dash from Treetop. Raishin XI coming on back as well. Going to be on that Diva. But a soundbite from Killy to keep the squad of Team Wolves in this push. Now the payload is still moving, but this is still Falling Star with the advantage. They are just giving some space, letting the sound barrier run out instead of fighting against the shields. Self-destruct though gets rid of KSG, and an opening made here by the side of Team Wolves. Another dash on out, and Harmony X with the Dragon Blade in hand. Lone gonna get cut up. Next on the list, Dial gonna fall. Here comes the Mercy, gonna get cut up, clipped by Harmony X, and here it'll be Falling Star again, just holding their ground.
Allow me to repair the damage.
So for Falling Star, this is gonna be the beginning of their stalwart defense, trying to just stonewall their way to victory. On the other hand, we do have a lot of resources here for Wolves to go for the Valkyrie, to go for the Rocket Barrage. So Wolves though just flying up on top, trying to make this one happen. Harmony X still gonna get a tag onto one. Here comes the Prime Rage now, courtesy of Lone, just booping everyone around, and Wolves gonna get only 1 kill in the process. But this is gonna be Ashe in a bad spot. Minva on the way onto that billboard, and he's gonna slip on down to the clutches of the Winston instead. But speaking of clutches, Treetop just going for the fist. Raishin XI playing the aggressor with the Baby Diva as well, looking to play the Bunny Blaster to a T. But Raishin XI now just going for the hit scan. Oh, Rocket Barrage from Troy Henry, way too late, unable to get any kills, and there's the focus fire from Falling Star to connect instead. Now 3:25 on the clock. Looks like Wolves is gonna be facing a doomsday clock situation here. The Valkyrie and the Deadeye are available. Can Cyber Buddy actually get some frags in this one? Here comes Team Wolves one more time. Dynamite tossed on out by Minva into the backside. The McCree in a bad spot, but here comes Lone again, piling on the pressure. Troy Henry gonna get tagged, but gets healed up by Sacred along the way. Bob though coming on out, and this is gonna be the payload contested by the ultimate. Perfect shot right there. Speaking of a shot, Raishin XI DM on the Cyber Buddies. Deadeye able to just shut that down. Now self-destruct still available here for Dial. On the other hand, Soundbar here for Killy as well. Cyber losing out on the Deadeye there, and Troy Henry then decide to switch on over to the Reaper instead. So the Reaper gonna be a lot stronger against a Winston who dives against you, but at the same time might struggle in just facing off against spacing in the first place. Harmony Daks on the right hand side. There's the remake right now. Self-destruct coming on out. Gets absolutely nothing. But the D-Mech on the Rising XI instead. Courtesy of Troy Henry. And the Reaper just able to tear apart KSG. Cyber right now looking for a few bot shots along the way. A leap on in one more time from Lone. It looks like the second checkpoint gonna be the contesting point itself for the side of Falling Star. They're gonna back on out all the way to their spawn. But Lone gets a hat on to Minva and just hops on that Ashe instead. Now 2 minutes to go. Can the side of Falling Star go for the contest? Harmony X gonna drop on down. Soundbarrier into play as well. And here comes the blade now in hand. Gonna be a quick little poop right there. But Harmony X, Soundbarriered up, able to stay alive even after flashbang. Next on this list gonna be the Reaper. But it's just not enough. Contest still coming on out from Falling Star. And they're just trying to keep this one up as much as possible. Lone with a leap. Killy with a boop onto Harmony X as well. And Lone right now just a little bit angry about the situation they're in. Troy Henry, Dead Blossom, but Rising XI gonna get a trade on back. So Bob's still on the point alongside the Moira and as well as Winston. So for now, Treetop keeping this one up with Fairy Tune in his side. The Moira though tossing at the Bio Orb, just sucking all that healing up. Harmony X, good deflect onto Cyberbody, gonna get a takedown with the Jedi, and gonna still be a brawl up onto this point. Payload though, gonna get bombed up by Dial, he gets 2. Will this be enough here for the side of Wolves to get the flip on back? There's the D-Mech right now on the Rising X side. Here comes the fade from Fairy Tune, and he's gonna be a fairy, just gonna be a legend instead. Rising X side gonna get dropped, and the only one left is gonna be the Lucio of KSG. Can Treetop get back with the leap? Yes, he can! 0.10 meters. That was so close, but the Primal Rage Lone right now just going for the punches. The stagger is absolutely ridiculous here for Falling Star, but that's gonna be the end of that one. Stagger right now potentially onto the Moira. Can Fairy Tune get on back? Here comes the side of Wolves, an absolutely scary force, and there's the run on by. Lone is keeping the shock and going. Rising XI gonna get the mech, and this is finally the momentum going in favor of Team Wolves. They've been looking for this all day. They've been looking for these frags as much as possible, and they're finally getting it. Lone right now keeping this one up and has been so good on that main tank, just being such a stalwart in the first place. Son, a number of clutch ultimates there from Lone from time to time with the shatters and the primal rages, but sometimes he does make a mistake like that and overextend his welcome. Gonna get taken care of. Fire Rush and X-Side. Sound Barrier potentially available here for KSG, but not gonna pop it. The red team now gonna go for the push on in instead. Troy Henry though looking to get into the middle line, gonna get that Death Blossom available. Self-destruct as well as the Sound Barrier right now. It's just gonna be a zoning tool instead. For the side of Falling Star, they're not really too effective with their ultimates right now. In the meantime, Dial with a self-destruct into the back gets absolutely nothing. Troy Henry though able to get 2, and let's stay on the Reaper, gonna get booped up by KSG. Here goes the Coalescence now from Fairy Tune, and Falling Star looking to try to stay alive by this corner. Now Minva gonna be still on that Ashe, but Harmony X has swapped on over to the Pharah, trying to get on back and looking to use the high ground. But Cyberbuddy ready with a tactical visor. Can Wolves use this? Gonna track on down to Treetop. Good bubble there, courtesy of the Winston, and that's gonna be Treetop unable to use the Primal Rage. Unfortunate right there. Team Wolves just juking down and just gonna get a gang onto the Winston. Here comes the fade from Fairy Tune. Bomb tossed out by the Ashe, and that's perfect timing for Minva, but still gonna be a quick little contest instead. Now Treetop with the Primal Rage one more time, gonna get booped around. Here comes the Rot Barrage from Harmony X, eats up the DM from Dial instead. Now still staying on, here comes the self-destruct, gonna be a bomb, potentially connecting. Rising XI gonna fall, and Wolves gonna get that second round.
I'm back in the fight.
Score.
Looks like Wolves are not gonna be hibernating yet, because they are still in this fight. A minute versus 3:16, but as I've seen on Dorado, they can make anything happen, and they can maybe, just maybe, win this map out. Has been a very close series now between Falling Star and Wolves, and I thank you guys for joining me in this journey. Has been a pretty stellar one to actually watch these two teams in high octane action, just so close to one another. We've been going live for almost 2 hours. This is not standard. This is not standard in an open division match. You usually go for at least an hour and a half, that kind of deal. And it's just 2 hours. Wow. Wolves and Falling Star. And this is still the 4th map, guys. So we are not even on map 5 as of yet. We had a tiebreaker on Ilios, but for now, looks like Wolves are ready to howl, ready to just boost themselves up into the higher echelons of the open division. Gonna be still running the Winston and the Diva. So the interesting question is, can Cyber Buddy and Troy Henry make the Soldier 76 and Reaper pairing work? This is very old school here from Wolves. Might be a little risky to go for a 1-minute push with this one, especially without the surprise factor. On the other hand, Harmony X has already read their minds. Gonna go for that Reaper, Minva on that Sombra, and this can be a quick little skulk play here from Falling Star. But now the Sombra on the high ground, looking to just go for a quick little perch. Lone on the other hand, just gonna get speed boosted up, and here comes Killy with the approach. Russian XI just fending them off. Minva on the high ground, just being quick. Little pest on the second floor, just going for some pot shots, forcing everyone to look up instead. Helix Arcades do connect, and this forces the Sombra to back on out, but Harmony X able to take advantage and get a takedown onto 2. Falling Star right now, just falling onto the side of Wolves. Go hack onto the Lucia as well, and this should be the Reaper able to clean up. Now the real question is, can Wolves get back in time as a unit to just go for one full push? No, they're gonna get staggered pretty heavily. Someone needs to contest, someone needs to sacrifice their life, and that's gonna be Lone already in position. The Wrecking Ball will have to go for the bowl on in a little earlier than everyone else, but there's the hack. This might be a C9. Can the Blue Squad get back to the point? Yes, they can. Killy with a speed boost, and Lone gonna get dropped on the other hand. Troy Henry on the left-hand side, looking to get the damage that needs to be done. Cyber Buddy on the other hand wants to get that tactical visor, but the Soldier 76 gonna go for the sprint. Good Death Blossom there from Harmony X, gonna get 2. Cyber Buddy still going for the stalwart shots, but no, he will fall. Can Lone make it back with the grapple? Trying to go for the swing. EMP there from Minva for Fireworks display, and this is gonna be Falling Stars to lose here. If they get the draw, we have to play on Oasis. On the other hand, if this get one take in 3 minutes, this is gonna be their series 2 take.
Initiating
Even-
match.
I've been casting for... How long I've been casting, guys? I've been casting since 3:30 p.m. and it's almost 10. So you can you can hear the strain, but it's just worth the cast. A game like this where both teams are evenly matched. Look, for higher tier players, you can see the mistakes both teams are doing and how you can quickly punish them. But for now, it's just so even between these two squads, and it really goes to show how good the matchups of the opposition division can be on the highest, on the middle, and even on the lowest. 3:16 though on the clock, and this is really Falling Stars to win. Can they finally get the wish? The wish right now they've been looking for all throughout the series. Gonna go for the dive. This might be the last one here. Lucia Moira pairing for KSG and Fairy Tune. On the other hand, looks like Wolves is gonna go back to basics and gonna go back to their comfort picks. Lone and Troy Henry gonna be on those shotguns. Gonna be a Roadhog and a Reaper to go for. So the thing about the Wolves squad is they're gonna be absolutely strong in any kind of rage within the 5 to 7 meter mark. The Sleep Dart now gonna be tossed out, and Killy looking for a target completely misses off the mark. Raishin XI back into the fight, and looks like it's gonna be Falling Star taking the high ground. Here comes the red team on the right hand side, and can Falling Star get the dive that they need? There's the hook though, courtesy of Lone, and a leap on in. Double bubbles into play. Harmony X now win one. It'll be a 2 for 2 straight. Troy Henry just tearing everyone apart with the Hellfire shotguns, and this is still gonna be Wolves in this fight. There's the boop from the Lucia, but it's still gonna be Falling Star unable to capitalize on this one. Now they're getting started quite a bit. KSG looking to get on out. Can Dial give chase with the leap? No, he can't. Lucia able to survive, but Fairy Tune on the other hand dropping on down into the pond. And we have seen this before from Falling Star. They are unable to just full commit on their assault, and they just mess up their attack in the first place. So it really has been a struggle for them to get this one and done clincher. They messed up before on Hanamura, and maybe they'll mess up again here on Blizzard World. We shall see what this squad is going to be up to, as this is gonna be a speed boost potentially from KSG onto the point. It all depends on when they're gonna speed boost, as here comes the side of Team Wolves on the high ground. Now, hack connecting onto Dial. Here's a leap on in, courtesy of the Winston Diva. Raishin XI gonna get a focus fire onto Cyber Buddy, and he'll still go. Troy Henry now gonna get braid by his own counterpart, and Harmony X swapping over to the Reaper, making this one happen. The Winston of Dial gonna drop, and this might be game over here. Falling Star now with an EMP to celebrate, and that's gonna be a wish taken here by Falling Star. They win the series 3-1.
Play of the game.
getting play of the game on that Lucio. A shutdown by the end, I believe. And that was just, oh yeah, shutdown onto the Pharah. And yeah, just, you know, just hopping on the payload, I guess. But a good match overall between these two squads. Kudos to Falling Star and Team Wolves. I thank both teams for inviting me to be able to cast and show this all to the community.
Epic.